This week's chapter of Fairy Tale was actually pretty much a relief because from what I was getting last week, I was a little scared about this surprise twist, but this turned out to be actually pretty good. You know, it's really sad actually, more for the father than it is for Gray. Because it turns out like he lied about being possessed by Deliora, but the fact was he was still being controlled, used. The necromancer actually brought him back to life, along with hundreds of others, as a way to experiment on dead people and whether their bodies can still function normally, or to how far the extent is the control. And that's actually kind of cruel in a way, because he was still actually conscious. He knew what he was doing. He was being controlled by a demon, doing the demon's bidding, and it tortured him because the fact was he believed both his wife and Gray were killed by a demon. So to serve a demon for so long, it just ate him up inside. And he decided to just go along with it, gain their trust, so to say, and use any free time he had to actually hunt down demons and kill them with his Devil Slayer magic, and even kind of slow down their plans, Tartarus's plans, which really doesn't speak well for Tartarus. You would think that they would notice this. They wouldn't trust, even if he was being controlled by a necromancer, they wouldn't, trust or at least give such a high position of power to a human, especially one who's dead. But I guess it just came with the part that, he's being controlled by a necromancer, he has Devil Slayer magic, it's fine, just let him do what he wants. It's like, okay, if you're really that secure about your plans, go ahead. But really, it's really sad for Gray to have his father tell him, kill me now, I want this to all end. I'm already technically dead, you just have to let my spirit be free. Of course, Gray can't do it, which is kind of sad in both ways. One, he loves his father, even if he's being used by a demon. He can't bring himself to kill his own dad. But at the same time, it's cruel to keep his dad alive, being controlled by the demons for as long as he has been. But apparently it's going to be up to Juvia to take down the necromancer and free Gray's dad from his prison, so to say. Of course, he tells her this telepathically. I don't know how he does that, if it's just a magic he can use or not. But yeah. So next week is probably going to be Juvia taking down a necromancer, which Silver believes is not that powerful. And from what we've seen of his fighting style, he doesn't really know any martial arts or magic. He just turns into some kind of dust or darkness, and that's pretty much it, to dodge attacks. So it's probably just a matter of distracting him so he can be attacked by one of Juvia's moves. But I'm questioning exactly, when did Silver find out his son was alive? Because from the panel we see that he finds out he's alive from the Grand Magic Games. That's what it looks like. He finally realizes, oh my god, all this time my son's been alive. I've been avenging them for no reason. My son's still alive. But when did he get resurrected? It sounded like he was resurrected immediately after Deliora destroyed the town. Or was he not resurrected until sometime between the 7-year gap? Because if he was resurrected immediately after Deliora destroyed the town and everything, you would think he would have heard of Grey Fullbuster from Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale has been known throughout all of Fiore, and Tartarus has been working in Fiore for a while, so you would think he'd have heard of this by now. Or he was only resurrected sometime between the 7-year gap, and that's when he finally found out Gray was alive from the Grand Magic Games. So exactly how long has he been awake, and how long has he been hunting down demons? Or if he was hunting down demons only in Fiore or across the oceans. But anyway, Silver seems to have had a busy life both before he died and after he died. And it just really both makes him just amazing and a tragic character at the same time, because he knew a life of peace and joy with his wife and kid and everything, and then everything just went to hell, and he lived a life of tragedy and emptiness. He had nothing. He just had his anger against the demons, even though he was serving demons, and that's gotta be hard for anyone. So really, the star of this chapter is all Silver. Gray's moment of "I can't kill you, Dad" was sweet, but it just didn't last with me as much as the realization that Silver went through such a heavy past, and just makes you love the guy so much more. He's one badass character, and I'm sad that he's gonna have to die, because I can't imagine him going on anymore. I mean, the necromancer has to go down. He's with Tartarus, so he's gonna have to die too. Unless, no, I don't want to think about it. But at one point, I want to see more Silver. But the other hand, I actually want him to be, for better or worse, put out of his misery, because he's already gone through so much. He's already done enough for Gray, letting him know, I was alive all this time. It's good to know that you were alive. Keep going forward. Don't look back at us. You have so many friends already and a new family. Go with them. I'm fine. I want to go back to your mother's side. And I love that. I really love that. And I actually can't wait for his final goodbyes. Hopefully in next chapter, if not the chapter after. The Juvia versus Necromancer fight might last longer than I think. I don't know. But either way, can't wait. That's going to be a great scene. Watching Gray and Silver say goodbye to each other. Anyway, I'm Tony Dragon, and bye.